Hello, hello, hello. Jason Smith here, Super Coach Smith, with my partner in crime, Mr. Kenneth Francis Jr.
That's right. That's right. That's right. How you doing, sir?
I am doing fantastic. Just enjoying a little Labor Day weekend. How about yourself?
Same here, man. A lot of family stuff this weekend and little trips here or there, and settled in for another week of business. Get to work now. It's time to get to work.
Man, we've got a big week coming up this week. We got lots of things going on. Lots of things that are exciting going on with GCN. I mean, we've got, as far as just coming up this week, this is pre-launch week. So here at the end of the week, we're going to be in Dallas, Texas. Got some exciting venues, and we're going to hear some important messages. We've already seen some of the, we've seen in the back office some of the things that were, I'm sure that they were kind of waiting to officially roll out till later on this week. We saw those new mobile plans.
Yeah.
That's enough just to get excited about, just all by itself without anything else.
Yeah, it is time to get the energy up. It is time to get excited. It is time to be a fan and get in the game. Be fanatical about your business. I've seen different organizations and different companies take on a whole new type of light because of the energy and synergy that was created by a few people. So,
looks like Ken might have had a little PC problem there. Not sure, but I'll take over here for a second. Well, just to give you guys some updates, and these are not anything official, but just from talking to Eric Anderson. He was just telling us the current status and what's going on behind the scenes. And if you're familiar with some of our systems, you can now log into at gcn.mobilelogics.com. If you'll see another tab, if you look, there's a toolbar. In fact, I could probably go over there and show you. But there's a toolbar that says Products, Solutions, Wireless. When you click on the wireless, you'll enter in your GCN mobile number, and then you'll create an account, and now you'll be able to see, your mobile account details. So that's your wireless account. And that's going to be the customer wireless account. That's going to be for ordering, activation, and customer management. So that's exciting. That's there. They're loading in all the information. That's called Be Quick. Really top-notch, top-level program. There's some of the largest retailers. The largest retailer in the world uses Be Quick. So. But as far as another thing, we already know that we've got the by design back office. They're tweaking that, just getting everything ready on that. And so what they're doing is they're taking this Be Quick and they're taking by design, and now they're just meshing those together so that you'll have one seamless transaction where, it's kind of clunky. It's been a little clunky for us. And so some of the things where we've had some, especially on, let's say on the customer side, where we've had some billing. Billing's been a little tough. We've had Recurly, which is a recurring billing service. Well, that's going to be all integrated into Be Quick. So we're not going to have one screen over here and one screen over here, and then we're trying to figure out where you go. It's really now starting to come together as far as that billing platform. And that's going to be important because, I mean, right now, I know from my customer experience, at times that's been a little challenging. Because I'm like, okay, where do I go? What website do I go? I got a link over here, and it's confusing, and I'm trying to figure it out. Well, now that they've got all these platforms built, they're starting to just bring them all together so that we have this nice, smooth customer experience, like what we want. Of course, there's a lot of challenge, technological, complexity behind the scenes going on. So that takes not only just the ability to put it together, but then to test it to make sure that information is going from system to system to system, and it's accurate. And so that, everything can happen seamlessly and easy the way we like it to happen. So that's happening right now in several areas. And then they're also taking that Be Quick, and they're integrating that with the by design. And why is that important? Well, we want to get paid, don't we? So I do. I know you probably do. Ken probably does. Well, they've got to have, yeah, exactly. They've got to be able to get the information from the customer on the front end and on the, on the mobile platform. They've got to have that be able to come in the front door, and then it goes in. It has this nice little place on Be Quick, and then it's got to be able to seamlessly go over here to by design and then reside over here so they can run the software. And so they've got to have all these components working, smoothly. And right now as last I heard, they hadn't even actually integrated all the commission software. They were waiting to get all the customer information lined out where it would smoothly go across. Then they'll put in the commission software, and then they'll be able to run a commission run. So that's what we're waiting on. That's the good stuff. So that's what's working on behind the scenes right now. Got a lot of top level people. So Ken, know something last week we've gotten to enjoy, and I know one of them happened yesterday. Was Felix, one of the guys on my team, activated somebody yesterday, or at least placed the order. And we were wondering, is it gonna? It's a holiday. Is it gonna be able to? Is it gonna activate? Is the order gonna activate? Well, it took about 2 hours or ish, 3 maybe, but boom, it happened. It activated on a Saturday, holiday weekend. There you go. It works. Those hours work. So, have you had any experiences like that in your network, Ken?
Yeah, and I didn't even know that was last Friday. I had an activation with a lady in San Francisco. He's the Hancock. Being used to power the business. I love his business. She's in San Francisco. She needs up the SIM cards. So we're just talking. And at the same time, we're getting activated and reporting and we're doing all this different stuff. And I was up to about 12:30 my time. And of course, she's 2 hours or so behind me, so it's good for her. I'm tired, exhausted, but I'm like, hey, we're gonna get this thing done. So get everything done, everything processed, and of course, I check AT&T probably within 10, 15 minutes after we do the whole process of getting your service cut on. Of course, it says, hey, AT&T's not aware of this port or whatever. So we already know it's too quick. Gotta let the system do what it needs to do. So I say, you know what? I'll wake up in the morning and we'll see what happens. So wake up in the morning, same process, popped it in, everything was a go. Boom, 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 boom. That's that's overnight during the weekend. So that was pretty impressive. So I was like, oh, awesome. So that was definitely after hours. Everything shut down. It's a Friday, everybody's gone. So I was pretty impressed to see that. And I wasn't even aware that, the instant activations had basically taken shape and we were starting to roll that out. So apparently I was on the very front end of receiving the kind of like that process. So it was cool to see. It was good.
It is exciting. Now, I don't even know if they're finished with the entire pathway or speed or anything like that. Of course, they're testing everything along the way. So, but we're nearing the title, that whole time frame where we'll have all the hours that AT&T has. I don't know if you call it 24/7. It's whatever hours their systems are up. Let's say that.
Right.
So whatever hours our activations will be the same as any AT&T retail location, can do. So that's exciting stuff. One of the things, did you get a chance to take a look at any of those new mobile plans?
Yeah, I did. I like the the in-betweeners there. You get the $64 plan. You get the other plans that kind of fit in there. And I'm sure eventually we're going to have some deals where we have the family plans as well. That's what I'm really excited about where we are, because you can kind of see things coming,
coming.
World, an individual needs 50 gigs or whatever it is. They're going to have some sweet plans where you can be competitive, because family plans are the rage right now at the big retailers and stuff. People are getting 4 or 5 lines for one household and they're sharing 40 gigs, 50 gigs, all this stuff. So we got to be competitive there. So it's coming. So, I just can't wait for I always tell myself when I wake up and when I think about what we're doing, man, 90 days can't come fast enough. 6 months can't come fast enough, because it's going to only get better. We can't, of course there'll be little peaks and valleys here or there during the process, but as long as we keep pushing each other and pulling each other up those peaks and those valleys, man, we're going to be in a beautiful place, very, very shortly here. So, we're good to go. We're having, a lot of momentum trickle down and start to take place. But before I was knocked off here by my service, I won't say who the service is, to my internet, to my house. I was talking about, all playing in right now, and as a team, and being the reason for the season. You've heard that before. It's kind of corny, cliche. I like that kind of stuff, because people, they say, oh, that stuff doesn't work, and then you watch some people do it and it's working. and they build their business by it, and they live by it. And, you know, you got to have something to fight for. You got to have something to feel like you belong to, and to kind of, you know, to join up with people, you know, because that's what the human race is about, really, at the end of the day. Even though we got all this stuff going on, it's about those certain individuals that are able to go beyond, you know, what we are actually experiencing outside of our lives, you know, as individuals, and bring it together and work collectively as a team. And in certain areas, I mean, you got sports. Of course, we can talk about sports. Jason and I especially can talk about sports all night. You got, you know, all kinds of different, spaces out there to where you see people coming together, you know, regardless of, you know, where they're from and, you know, in their backgrounds, and they make great things happen, you know, in different areas of, you know, or experiences in our lives. So that's what we got to do right now, you know, as the GCN, the Global Connection Network. You got to come together and say, you know what? Let's go on this run here, pushing into the pre-launch. And, you know, the pre-launch is going to be incredible. I mean, I hope you're going. It's going to be amazing. I mean, exclusive, you know, locations. You're going to meet some people you probably weren't expecting to meet. You know, you're going to find a lot of us, we're like, kind of like, you know, distant family because the previous company we were in, we hadn't seen each other since we were in those events. So now we're going to finally see each other again for the first time in a long time. So it's going to be awesome, man. But we got to get this energy and synergy going. I feel like it's key right now. And, you know, we got to have these hashtags working and this social media stuff. We got to come together on that. So, you know, ideas and all this stuff this week. I think, you know, beginning of the week, leading up to the end of the week, we should have this crazy, I mean, energy, synergy going on between our organization as a whole, the company. And it's going to be exciting to see what happens. You know, with that type of momentum coming out of that event, already going into it with a lot. We should be at a fever level, man. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to this week. I really am.
Well, I'll tell you, I am as well. And for everybody watching on this, it's real important that you listen to what Ken just said about the excitement. And here's the thing, is that we really need to push this out to social media. They need to understand what is going on this week. We've got so many things that are happening right now. And it's the time to share with people because, you know, we've gone through all these bumps and bruises, this tough road. And, you know, all that, like I said last week, heavy lifting is behind us. This is the good stuff. And, you know, we're starting to come out of it. Sure, everything's not perfect right in front of us. We've got a few things to go. It's not perfectly shiny. But you know what? We can see perfectly shiny. It's in front of us. And, you know, coming up to Dallas, I got, okay, now I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to just unleash it, okay? A family friend of ours, mine, has, you know, gotten us the space at, you know, at the House of Blues, the foundation room. He's a significant businessman. He hopes he will be there. If he is, he's going to welcome us. He's throwing us a private party, is what he's doing. So we'll have a private party. I mean, there'll be other business people there too, but he's throwing us a private party, and it's really cool because it's a real honor that this man he owns or part owner in House of Blues, Gillies, Billy Bob's. He's a majority owner in an NBA D-League team. He's also the president and general manager of the Dallas Mavericks. His name is Donnie Nelson. He's a friend of the family. So he is the one hosting us a private party in the foundation room, which is an ultra VIP room in the House of Blues. And he's hoping he will be there to be able to welcome us. Of course, you know, it's getting ready for NBA season, you know, so he could, you know, have something to do with the Mavs that could call him away. But otherwise, he's planning on being there, at least showing up for just a little while to, you know, say hello and good luck and all those types of things. So, I mean, just for us getting together, think about this, guys. Yeah. We are going to be in this ultra super VIP posh environment, getting to see a lot of these people come together, inviting guests. And this is going to be their first experience with our company. I mean, the first experience, okay? I mean, up to now, they've seen, you know, maybe a website or this or that or the other. Now they actually get to see us as people, as human beings, and it's going to be that. And here's the thing, is that, you know, I told Ken this earlier today, that one thing about it is that you know what? I don't know if you can see that right there. See that?
Yeah.
See that right there?
Absolutely.
Right there. That's what we have. That's what we have that others don't have is right there. Right there. That's what our phone says. Yeah, we're GCN wireless. We're powered by AT&T 4G LTE. But you know what? We're tier 1. And that's what we have. We're not MVNO. We're not tier 2. We're not tier 3. We're going to have a tier 1 weekend. Awesome. That's what we've got coming up. And we need to push that out to social media. We need to share that with everybody because we've got a tier 1 weekend coming up. Ken, are you ready for this?
Tier 1 weekend. That's it.
We got a tier 1 weekend coming. Are you kidding me?
We got the juices going and it's pixelated with you. Bam. Tier 1.
Bam.
Tier 1 weekend, guys. That's it. Tier 1. Tier capital T 1 0. I mean 0. Go ahead. I was about to say.
No, I was going to share something. This is something special. Now, if you know where I live in Moore, Oklahoma, and I live in specifically Moore. I live on the outskirts of Moore, kind of where it turns rural. Okay, I mean, out behind me, there's like oil, the oil pumps. You see them out there, and I've got like a field out behind my house. But so my house doesn't really get real great coverage. Okay, just so it does get with AT&T, but it hasn't with other companies. I did a speed test today. Just to see this earlier, and I did it against I have Cox cable, and I have the 100 megabits, megabytes download, and this was my speed test. Okay, if you can see this, can you guys see that? See if it focuses in.
Yeah, okay, right.
Does it focus in?
No, it's not focusing yet. I think my reflection is coming in too. It's kind of weird. It went off screen.
Well, right here. I don't know. Whoops, it popped off. But anyway, what I was going to say on here is that on there, on the speed test, right here and right here. Oh, there it is. That's my cable at home. I got 48 down, 11 up. Here was AT&T, same spot, 41 down, 21 up.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my phone. Are you kidding me? That's what we've got. That's what tier 1 means, okay? And I'm not even in the heart, I'm not in the heart of Oklahoma City or anything. I'm, like I said, I can show you where I live on a map and go, oh, wow, I'm getting that at home. That's tier 1. That's what that means. That's the type of thing that we have. And we're about to share that with the world. And here's the other thing, Ken. With all those new plans, I love where we are positioned in the market. I've seen some other companies out there that have positioned them in the market where they're going after the low data users. It's not where we live. We are literally going after the high data users. Right. That's our marketplace. People who want to have the nicest smartphones, who want to have the nicest, and they want to spend all their time on it. They want to start using it. They're not trying to figure out ways to conserve on data. They're trying to find a great deal on how to just be able to let their device go and run like they want it to run. Right. That is exciting.
And that's genius you said that, because if you really look at the last 4 years or so, we were in a marketplace to where people wanted to pay less for a lesser amount of gigs, right? Now people want all the gigs and they're willing to pay more. It's like a total 180 from what we were. So you got to really flush the old concept as, oh, they got a better rate or they have better pricing. Well, it's not about price anymore. It's about value, right? It's about how many gigs can you give the customer, right? And I mean, they keep that tablet, they can tether, they can hotspot, they can have their laptop going, they're watching movies. I mean, really, you look at our plans and really what you just said was just perfect. We are not looking for the person that wants to necessarily save the money. We're looking for the person that wants to invest the money in a better place. Because they're going to invest it. People need gigabytes now. Everybody's streaming more than ever. Everybody's online more than ever. Connected more than ever. We got families with all these gigs they're sharing more than ever. So obviously, gigabytes are the rage now. So yeah, that says a lot what you just said. That makes a
well. That's why we're showing you the speed test. That's why that's important. We're wanting people who want those types of speeds and they want lots of gigs. They want to be able to. They want to have devices that fly, and they want to have lots. They don't have to conserve. They just want to be able to, when they want to watch a video, when they want to get their information, they don't have to worry about penny pinching. They want to go, guess what? I want to watch it right now. And bam, at the speed of, 4G LTE, bam, it's coming at you.
There it is, just like that. Well, that's it. I mean, we could talk all night about technology. I love it because really, you know, we're very competitive. I mean, obviously, I thought I was talking to Carlo Cruz, you know, a couple of days ago, and there's nothing out there in our arena. I mean, where we're even, there's nobody competing. It's just we're sitting here and we've got this tremendous value, this amazing offering, and I mean, we haven't even gotten to the business. We're just talking about the mobile service. Like there's more business behind what we do. And Jason, you pinned it. You know, it's an affiliate franchise model. Now, explain what that means, because I think we really got to get an understanding. This is not MLM. This is not network marketing. This is not direct sales. Now, it has a little piece there conceptually that's there that kind of give you a taste of what that world is like, but it's totally different. It's totally different. And kind of get into that, because I think we really got to get an understanding when we're out there giving our 30-second commercial. Remember, we talked about that weeks ago. You got to have a 30-second commercial. What is it that you do? Hey, I'm an owner of a franchise, like, you know, blah, 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 blah. In an AT&T's, you're powered by AT&T. You got to have that ready, just like a quick draw, boom. When people ask you, what is it you do? Boom, you got to come out with it. So kind of tell the people why what we do, Jason, is so significant and so different.
Well, number one, and you hit something that's really important. And I'm not, we got an echo.
Let me read that.
One of the things is to understand, and this is nothing against MLM, okay? I'm not talking, I love MLM and you love MLM, but this is where we live, okay? And in business, you call this white space. It's this unoccupied space in between areas that are already, you know, filled. And so when you look at where we live, you've got on one side over here, you've got like retail and wholesale and even franchise, and that's over here. And on this opposite end over here, you've got, you know, MLM. And somewhere in the middle, depending on where it's online or, you know, how it's done, you've got affiliate. Affiliate is Amazon affiliate, Google affiliates, pardon me. But there are all types of affiliates. It can be an affiliate in the type of thing that we're talking about, where we're talking, you know, we're really talking about something like that is a direct sales affiliate. So there's different types of affiliates out there. Well, we are specifically an affiliate program. But the thing about it, when you look at our business model, it's not one of these online affiliate programs where you're jumping in, like where you have somebody who jumps in an affiliate program with a company. We're actually purchasing the right to have the functionality of what you see in a retail store. I mean, you're talking about with our device and being able to log into our systems, we're able to activate at the speed of a retail store. Okay, so we have SIM cards, and I don't have one sitting right in front of me, but you get the idea. With a SIM card in hand, if I wish I had one just sitting right on top of me, but I don't, oddly enough. Oh, there's one. But with one of these right here, with one of these and this, you can activate at the speed of a retail store. Okay, and you're paying a business fee to be able to do that. You're paying it's not a, and that's the thing. When you pay the business fee, it's not some, you know, money-making scheme on the business fee. It's actually, some of that money's going to AT&T. I mean, it goes back to them. It goes back to Mobile Logics, our solutions provider. A little bit goes to us. But this is to pay for all those systems that they're building and maintaining. I mean, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. So that's not a money-making scheme. That's to pay for the technology that you're able to have in your hand, because this is complex stuff. This doesn't exist out there. And we live in the AT&T enterprise platform. So when you access that area, not only are we able to do what we're doing, but we're going to be able to operate like other telecom companies operate. So that means we're going to have access to equipment and to devices more so than your average business out there. That is going to be one of our strategic advantages. We're also going to have access to financing options that aren't out there. Because guess what? We live in this world where those are there. And so we have all these options. I mean, not only are we talking about having the speed, but we're going to be able to get all types of levels of devices to people. And we're going to be able to package them where you have a device and this tier 1 service together. And then guess what? We're going to have financing options for people that, may have been knocked out by credit, where they can have if they have a 300, down all the way down to 300 credit score, as long as they have like $1,000 in income and they have a checking account in good standing. Guess what? They can get some of this stuff now. They have access to it. Those are just phenomenal options that aren't out there anywhere. So we're doing business in a different way. This is more like, that's very franchise-ish. Does that sound right?
It sounds exactly right.
Yeah, that's operating like a franchise. That's not operating like an MLM or just like an affiliate program. So that's the reason why I call it an affiliate-driven franchise model, because we have a lot of elements. We're not technically a franchise. We're technically an affiliate program here's why. So here's the thing about a franchise. Franchises are cost prohibitive as far as a barrier to entry to most people. I mean, they cost a ridiculous amount of money. If one of the franchises I was involved in, Anytime Fitness, it requires anywhere from $18,000 to $25,000 just to pay for a new location. Sorry, I've had a cold.
Water, brother. Get you some water.
I caught this last week, but that's the type of money you have to get involved in. They're a phenomenal franchise, but most people just don't have that money. So what we've done is, and then, of course, your pay, you can develop residual types of income in many different types of franchises, just based on the style of it. But here's the one thing they don't have, is they don't have leverage. And that's why you and I are here. And that's the part that you borrow from MLM. You borrow that leverage part of it, where that's unique to MLM, and some affiliate programs have it. And that's where not only can I get paid on my activity, but when I bring in other business partners into it, I get a residual from their activity. But not just theirs, but the people after them and after them and after them. And the genius part of this is that Kirby Cochran has developed a pay scale, a volume pay scale, where it's not associated with a certain amount of this. It's everything has a numeric value, so you can plug and play any product. You just assign it a numerical value, and boom, it goes into the comp plan. And that's the beautiful thing about where we live, is that, the other thing is that, say it's a business, say you're talking about like a mobile dealer came on board, or just an individual, either one. Maybe it's an online marketer came on board, and they have a huge following, or a chain of mobile stores, and they come on board, and they can literally do so many activations just on their own, just through their business, that they can go through the entire comp plan themselves. They don't need to recruit anybody. Well, under a traditional MLM, you would fail, because you have to recruit a certain number of people to get paid the maximum pay. That's not the case with ours. That's the beautiful thing about where we live, and why I call it an affiliate-driven franchise model, is because in our affiliate pay scale, you don't have to recruit. You don't have to recruit anyone, zero, and you can still get the max pay on the plan just through your own personal production. So if you have someone who's an online marketer, or like an Amazon marketer, or any of these power sellers, any of these people that can market in large ways, they can roll through this comp plan all by themselves. They don't need to, recruit. They can make a phenomenal income just by doing the sales themselves. If they have a machine that is able to do that on their own, boom, they can do it. Now, you and I both know that, hey, one of the most effective things you can do is find some other team members and teach them to do the same thing. That's the leverage.
Right. Some other franchises, yeah. Some other individuals that say, I want a franchise, right? And that leverage starts to kick in. I mean, it's, man, it gives me chills because I've been in MLM or networking, direct sales since 2003, Jason, 2002, whatever. And I always had to recruit. not for me. I love the art of meeting people and sponsoring people. But man, at the end of the day, 90% of the people, they're not going to recruit. They're just not. Now they may share, may get one person, or but they're not going to be on the fast track to maximizing the real potential of what it is that we're doing. But at the same time, they still have value because they don't have to. They literally can just move products and services via that platform that's personalized to them, because we're talking about third party and your own product. I mean, things, of course, you got to go through the right channels to get approved, but man, it's gonna be like coexisting with Amazon. Like I heard that before a few times, and that's really where we're headed. And man, that is exciting, man. It's like Mr. Cochran says, this has never been done before. You know, there's no company in this space where you can enroll, get started, and not have to, and you don't have to bring one person in, and you can max out the comp plan. I mean, is that what you're saying, Jason? Again, is that really what you were saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That is crazy.
And here's the thing that'll blow your mind is that we're just talking about mobile right here. And just so anybody that's watching this that doesn't know, we're way more than mobile, okay? Way, way, way more. It's just that's where we started because here's what is statistically a fact. That people are using their devices to order products and services. Yep. So when you have the mobile first and you actually have a distribution platform that works on this, now you're operating right here, and this is your first step. So, you know, starting here and then adding products so that they can purchase through the platform is the future. That's where we're going. In fact, a lot of us just saw the travel program come online this week. I haven't had much of a chance to use it, but yeah, the travel program is just coming online. You know, that's something that we've got coming, or it's here now, but you know, it's in its infancy. I mean, so it just came online, and you're going to watch that thing grow and get better and get better and get better. We've got, you know, nutritional products. We've already got one. We've got the L-arginine product. Right. Like I said, we used to sell products like that in the fitness centers, and they sold really well. I mean, it's a great product. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's you know, if you look up the health benefits of L-arginine, and it has with citrulline in it, and it's a phenomenal product. I mean, it's really, really statistically, you know, I'm talking about studies. Dr. Walk will tell you that the medical studies, it's proven science of the health benefits of it, but that's just the tip of the iceberg of the products that are coming. Those were just the ones that were immediately available that we knew we could just, you know, plug in. But that's just, you know, those are just two. And you're going to see product after product after product. I'm talking about, because think about this. If we've got a platform that works on this, and we're talking about, you know, we're already selling the best brands, you know, great deals on the best brands in the world with, we're running on, you know, powered by AT&T, and our devices we sell are, you know, from Apple and Samsung and Google and LG and all that, you know, Microsoft. I mean, you're already talking about the best brands in the world. And so when you look at that and you look at what you're already doing, you just add additional products to your mix because you've got this distribution platform, and that's what's coming. That's what's coming next. So, and you know, that's the future, and I'm giving you a little sneak peek if you're wondering. I'm trying to tease people on that, Ken. If you guys are listening to this and you're like, "Well, Jason, I want to know," or "Ken, I want to know," yeah, guess what? There's a place where you can find out because they're going to talk about it. And I'm pretty sure that place would be Dallas.
Yeah, pretty positive. Will be the place to be. Friday at the House of Blues Foundation Room. Exclusive VIP just location. I've never been in the Foundation Room, but I've heard from a few people. They've been in one here in Houston. And it's a really exclusive, just an amazing place to have a function like we're having. You know, to meet and greet and to have, you know, some light drinks and all that stuff and enjoy company and entertainment a little bit, I'm sure. And, you know, information we're going to be sharing. And then Saturday, you know, the real meat of the weekend, right? The Q&A and you know, Scott Jonas and Mr. Kirby Cochran and, you know, and probably some other, you know, information as well. You know, we'll probably have a presentation and whatnot as well. For those in attendance that are brand new and just really got in because they just heard in the mix of Friday night that they had to do it. And they were like, look, let's do it. They got in and they come in, they show up Saturday. So the whole goal is to have momentum building towards Friday and then have that momentum in that room be so crazy, so just high pitch at a fever pitch that people are just running, probably won't even sleep to be at the next event on that Saturday, right? To be up all night thinking about what they were just kind of, teased with, like you said, Jason. And it's going to be great, man. So right now, we got to run the same play. The play is, expose, 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 promote, promote, promote. Get people on three-way calls as much as you can. Close out, your IMs, close out your members. Because we want the numbers scaling as we get to Friday, right? And after Friday and Saturday, we're just, we're just doing numbers that we have a certain goal this month, obviously, but we want that goal to be like halfway done, halfway through the month. Like, we just want to, matter of fact, we want it to be like 3/4 of the way there, Jason. Like when we're coming back from the event on Saturday and Sunday and Monday hit, we need to be, we need to have 200-300 lines on. Right, seriously. Like everybody in the network that's sitting there, they need to have service. Everybody that's an IM that doesn't have service, they need to activate the service. We need to have all that kind of stuff happen this week. And that comes with following up, working as a team, running the same play, expose, 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 promote, 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 right? Do your three-way calls, write your list down, have some goals. It's the same stuff. It's just like the San Antonio Spurs, right? The pick and roll. You can't stop it. You just watch it. It happens. It's magic. It looks very simple because it is, but it works. You can, come on, Jason, give me some sports stuff here because I know you.
Well, no, you're it. You're talking about the fundamentals, and the first thing is just and there's a fundamental thing called PS3, and it's called peak their interest, share, and then three-way call. PS3, just it's the easiest formula in the world for success. I've seen it in a couple different companies. And if you'll follow that, and what Ken is saying is absolutely correct. Pique their interest with all this stuff that's going on. This is exciting. That's what we're trying to get through to you. This is exciting stuff. Get people interested. Just pique their interest. Don't vomit all over them, but get them interested. Pique their interest and then share with them, hey, we've got this event coming up. You know what? Guess what? You may not be able to come. They may not be able to come, but it doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. It's that they see that this is going on. This is progress. That progress that everybody's been waiting on, right now it's happening. So it's right when you get that, you pique their interest, then share what we've got. Share that we've got this, we've got this great mobile lineup on tier 1. These plans that nobody else has. Look, Ken, look around the industry. I'm talking about, look, you look in the affiliate MLM industry and no one has plans like we do. No one, zero. Well, then you have to go into the actual wireless industry before people have plans like we do. So, that puts us in a unique space. And then, think of the people that can own a business for $145. And they can have, $145, have SIM cards in hand. So for less than $200, they've got, right there, bam, they've got a wireless store, walking, talking wireless store, less than $200. And that's where you share it. But when then someone has some questions, get them on three-way call with a leader. You don't have to do it all yourself. Just that simple formula.
Right. Yeah. You want to show the.
I'm gonna tell you what, guys. I'm gonna talk about we talked about Friday night. Get some people to that. If you know people in Dallas and you're not going to be there, it's okay. Have them. That three-way call that you're talking about. We're your three-way call. Ken's your three-way call. Kirby's your three-way call. Ed's your three-way call. Marlon, Craig, any of the leaders. We're James Yates. They're all your three-way calls, okay? That's the team environment. So if you know someone, invite them. Get them on the guest list. Have them show up. Because I'll tell you what, if they get going that night, they can turn around on Saturday. Because Saturday we're going to have from 2 to 8. Saturday, I don't know if you noticed this, Kirby is just, Kirby and Michael Walker. Of course, Dr. Walk is a doctor, and Kirby's, brilliant man. We're going to start out at 2 o'clock, and we're going to have both a, informational opportunity meeting in the front end. So if somebody's wanting to know about GCN, they're going to be able to get those nuggets right up front. And then follow right after that, you're going to do a Q&A with Kirby. And so Kirby Cochran's going to be doing a question and answer and really answering your questions. This is like with you're talking about a CEO level. You get to ask them questions. So now, that person who just came to check this out is now in a they're going to hear the inside information, and then they're going to have a chance to sign up right there, get going. And then right after that, we're going to do a training. And part of that training is going to be just a business startup training. you're going to hear about people who've been, ultra successful in this industry, in this realm, and they're going to tell you step by step how to get going. You're also going to have some recognition, and you're going to have some inside information of, the development, what's going on, what the future holds. You're going to hear stuff in that meeting that you're not going to hear anywhere else. And only just a handful of people have been privy to up to this point. So that's what you're going to find out there. So if you know someone that's in Dallas, you invite them. Let that 3-way call period. But here's what we're going to do even better than that. So that first period, you get to learn about it. Then we're going to have a training, but we're going to have a second period at the end of it. So if any of those folks that came the night before, they can invite some people. If they got going, they can invite somebody to the later session. And so we're going to finish up with one more round of like what we started with. So if people want to hear the original message back over again, they can invite a friend. They can invite people they know to go ahead like, hey, this is legitimate. Hey, this is really what I thought it was going to be. You need to get over here right now. And so if you think about it, if they came on Friday night and got started and then brought a friend on Saturday afternoon, and that person ended up having a friend, show up on Saturday evening, you're talking about a duplication that could occur in such a short amount of time where you just see this explosive growth. And we already know what the product's like. I mean, good grief, Ken.
Awesome. Yeah, that's something magical that happens there, what you were talking about. 4 levels deep. You always find this or a huge builder 4 levels deep in an organization. That comes from Hubert Humphreys, the magic of compound recruiting. And that's an old deal from A.L. Williams. But, we used to build businesses based off of that mentality. Man, just keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm not looking for that first person. The first person is the gateway to the fourth person. So that Friday night is critical, to get that initial person. Not that they're not the superstar, they may be, but the magic, because guess what? You may have 1 or 2 in that leg, but that leg is starting to build, right? It's incredible, man. So that 4 levels deep is a magical, piece to building a network. Even though we're not an MLM company, that little concept, the small piece that we do pull from the leverage of MLM and how that works, that's the genius part of it. That's the part we all love, right? We all love that part. It's all the other stuff we don't like about it, the auto shifts and recruiting. But the comp plans and the way we build it, oh man, that's exciting when it works, right? If you have the right people, it can be magical. It can be tremendous for you. So man, I'm looking forward to Friday. It's hashtag, right? Tier, it's ONE, capital letters, weekend, right? So it's capital T, Tier 1 weekend, hashtag Tier 1 weekend. Yeah, we got it. I think that's a great hashtag. And you can change it. I don't think we want to change it, but we kind of want to be all of us on the same page. So when we post something, what you got there, Jason? When you post
we're just showing that's all I was showing.
That's it.
That is right here. You can see it. That is our auto ship right there.
There it is. You can see mine too. Posted mine earlier, man. Yeah, it's huge. And get some posts out there that are attractive. When I put out there earlier, Jason and I were talking, and I posted earlier today, to all my prepaid friends and users out there, does your phone show this? And I have hashtag more value, hashtag more coverage, hashtag Tier 1, and it shows my phone just like we just showed on the screen. I took a picture of it with my other phone. Shows AT&T and 4G LTE, and I actually had somebody, I don't know if he's actually in the business or not, but I had some, a conversation going on. It was like, hey, how did you get that? Or da. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, people are watching, and you have to have something for them to bite. It's just fish, go fishing.
Hey,
talk about
it up.
Yeah.
Let's show them right here. I want to show them this. Speaking of something to bite, where is it here?
Y'all be using this post. Like, we see something that works, man, share it, man. So, because as you grow, the company grows, but as we grow, we all help each other. We just, the numbers are the numbers, guys. You got to get the numbers regardless of how they come in. And there's something you use that's very valuable. I know, the kill boards have those awesome Craigslist ads. I was using those. I set up about 3 or 4 of those this weekend. Just because I know people are on there watching. You got to go fishing. You got to throw throw your bait out there. You can't sit there in the boat and think you're going to catch something if you're not throwing your good stuff out there. So that's my position. You know, let's share, let's work together as a team, let's run the play, and run into Friday with our hair on fire, and leave there like an unbelievable type of momentum. So we should be great. What you got there, Jason? I see you.
Well, I was gonna right here. Hang on. Oh, let me take you off here. I was gonna show. I don't know if they can see this on the screen, but these are all the different levels of plans that we have right here. And there's some new plans. Like, look at this, 6 gigabytes of LTE data for $65, $64.95 right there.
I can't see it. I don't think they can see it. I think I got a black screen here.
Uh-oh. Let me, I'll stop. Hang on. You got a black screen?
I see you now. I see you.
Let me try it again. Let me see if I can get it to go.
Yeah.
If we can get it to go. There we go. There we go. It'll do it now. I think so. I think. Did it do it?
I don't, on my end. Oh, there it was. I got a flash of it. It just flashed and it went black again. Let me see. I saw the screen pop up and it just forced.
Oh man.
There it goes. It's in the corner, just trying to do something.
Is it just not doing it? Okay. Well, I don't know why that does that, but
there it goes. It's flashing at that top right corner there. There it goes. Yeah.
I see it. Yeah, that's really strange.
So it's basically our back office, right? The GCN.mobilitics deal.
Yeah, and this is just. I'm sorry about that, guys, but that's something on my end. Right. That's not anything with GCN. I see it flashing on there.
Right. So basically, I log in and go where? Just tell me, because I'll pop it up. See if it works on my end.
Okay. Yeah. See if it works on your end.
Cool.
Because the one thing I wanted to, show everybody on that was that we now have plans that nobody else has. I mean, these are some pretty exciting, levels of coverage that are just not out there. And that really gives us a unique position in the marketplace where, okay, we have our $49 plan, our $50 plan with 4 gigabytes. But here's the one cool thing someone was wondering, like, okay, what happens if I run over? Do I have does it throttle me down? Well, no, we don't have a throttling. That's one of the things. This is not a unlimited data at the dial-up speed. No, we're not doing that. We are really going after people who really want to have devices that fly. That's our marketplace, guys. I'm just telling you right now. So if you're talking, there's plenty of companies out there that do the throttling and doing all that. We're trying to do something that nobody else is doing, okay? That's who we are. So just accept it. Embrace it. Love it. That's who we are. There are plenty of companies out there to throttle. You're not different if you throttle, okay? You're not. You're just one in a line of companies. Here's what's different about us. What if you start to go over? Well, we're going to send you text messages, and here's what can happen. You can upgrade. And so when you're running out of your 4 gigabytes at the $50 plan, you can upgrade to the $65 plan for 6 gigabytes for $15 more. Boom, just pay the $15, 2 more gigabytes. Hey, guess what? What if it happens at the end of the month and I'm not going to use it? What happened? Oh, there he is. He's putting it up there.
There it is. I guess as long as I talk to him, you guys can see it. But yeah, the plans right there. You got 10 gigs for 84. You got 20 gigs at 114. You got, of course, 40 gigs and so forth and so on. It just continues to go.
Hit the top presenting button so it stays on there while we talk.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Okay, presenting button.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
I got it. Am I good? Can y'all see it?
Nope. Click the other tab.
That one?
There you go.
All right, there it is. Is it on?
Mm-hmm.
Stay up? Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, here are the plans. It's pretty amazing because usually you're dealing with 4 plans and let alone we had a data plan too, which I thought was just like, wow, we got a plan for tablets, but here we go. We've got all these other plans here to pretty much cover the the spectrum here for anybody. that wants whatever plan. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I don't know. There's nothing out there like this. I mean, where can you go and, you know, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 or 12 different plans for your wireless usage. It's pretty awesome, man. So, you know, I'm excited about it. I think it, you know, gives us a lot of options, and when you have options, you have, you know, opportunities for individuals. So yeah, this is great. This is incredible.
So in that, you know, as far as marketing, that's another thing that we were talking about. Making sure that you're sharing, hey, the events of the week coming up. Share that we have these new plans, because this is, other people don't have that. And what I was saying to Ken earlier was that, you know, if you go over your data, instead of just like paying like a top up for 1, you know, gigabyte, which is, I think you pay $15 with AT&T to get an extra gig, you're going to pay and bump up to the next plan for $15. You're going to go up to that $65 plan for 6 gigs. Now, with that 6 gigs, let's say you run out a month and you haven't used all your 6 gigs. We're on rollover data, remember? Boom, goes right into the bank, baby. Just bank it instantly right there. You got extra data. How great is that?
Bro, that's good stuff, man. We have guys. I you know, every day, it's getting sweeter and sweeter. I mean, just 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was like, you know, what are we gonna do? You know, and now today we're actually in communication with an incredible company. I mean, AT&T, guys, think about it. I mean, they just bought DirecTV for like $48 billion like 3 weeks ago. And here we are, this company, you know, with this great grand vision of, you know, 500 or so active lines, and this great CEO, Mr. Cochran, and, you know, I mean, this is special right here. This is historical. We're communication. They're giving us spiffs off of activation. They're telling us they can do this for us. They can do this for us. We got to take advantage of this. Like, I really feel like, you know, I'm talking to myself. You know, guys, when I'm doing training or when I'm talking, I'm always talking to myself, because I feel like, you know, I'm just like everybody else. You know, I just despise being average, you know, and I want more. I want to get better. And so when I'm talking to me, and I'm talking to you. So I think we really have to, you know, pull up the boots here, you know, pull up the pants, just strap them up a little tighter. And we got to get to work this week, man, because AT&T, we're powered by them, but really the other P word, we're partnered. In a way, we're kind of partnered. I don't want to say it, but I'm just saying, like, they want us to win. Like, come on. Like, this is really this is a big deal, man. It really is.
You know, we've partnered with a solutions provider in MobileLogix, who's been able to bring us, you know, a mobile platform of AT&T. So, you know, we've got GCN wireless that's, you know, powered by AT&T. I mean, we are not AT&T, but we are powered by it. We've got that's what our plans run on. And yeah, you're right. It's time to get to work, people. It's time, but it's exciting to get to work. Here's the fun thing. That's the fun part. This is the part we've waited on. It's here. It's now. And Ken, you know what comes next.
Yeah.
You've been here before. You know what comes next. Once all these systems come together, we're getting in pre-launch.
Yeah.
You know, once this starts getting rolling, you know what happens.
The foundation, man, this is so strong. You know, it really is. So yeah, we got to get out there and push the envelope this week and get some social media activity going, get some group activity going, work with the team, run the plays that we know how to run. I think we've done a great job of just, you know, every single Sunday giving you what you need to not run your business that week, but just run your business from here on out. I mean, there's a few simple things you're going to have to do. This is a fun business. This isn't, I'm not pushing or peddling anything. This is like, I know people want this. I just have to talk about it, you know? And man, I love it. I really do. I really love it. I really love it, man. So let's get to work. I mean, if the hangout, I think we're good for the night. Is there any other announcements or anything? Getting ready for Friday, you know, if you're driving, if you're flying, safe travels, get your, you know, book everything up, hotels. I'm guessing a lot of things will be trickling out as to, you know, where we're staying. I think we're going to be staying at the Hyatt. It makes sense, right? Right? I guess.
I'm thinking about doing something a little special and crazy. You guys might want to you might want to message me. We've been talking about some fun stuff. So
yeah, okay. We'll have to message Mr. Smith in here and see what's going on. Coach has a surprise for us. So this has been great, man. This is what a hangout should be. A lot of energy, a lot of excitement, a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you all Friday evening or Friday afternoon. We'll probably be arriving a little earlier. We're driving out of Houston. We should have a caravan, or we're thinking about a van. So we got some numbers here coming up. So my plan is to have more people in the organization from my team. Who's playing with me? Come on, we gotta have some fun with this. So look forward to seeing all you guys, though, guys and gals, and taking lots of pictures, hashtagging a lot of good stuff, and blowing this thing up for the last quarter of this year. It's gonna be amazing. Christmas is gonna be phenomenal. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Well, guys, we're gonna wrap this up, and you heard it from the man right there. Let's get to sharing this week. We've got a lot to share. Let's get to hashtagging. Let's get to sharing. We've got a lot to share. Let's get to talking to people. Let's get those conversations open, because now that we've got all these systems rolling, we're able to activate at the speed of a retail store. We've got everything we need right here to succeed. It's right here, and we've got all the exciting stuff coming right up. I mean, it's right there. It's in front of us. We can see it. Yeah. So let's just get out. Let's activate. Let's share. Let's find those new business partners. Because now is the perfect time for if someone's been waiting on the sidelines, waiting for things to come together. Guess what? I mean, you can wait till the race starts. I mean, if you want to hear the gun go off, or hey, guess what? We're at the starting. You see the starting line, and you're kind of like, hey, I want to get myself positioned in the right spot. Well, that's what we're doing right now, because the race is starting. The pre-launch is starting. So you don't have to wait till the gun goes off. You can get started now. So everybody that's watching this, hey, we thank you for all you've done up to this point, because the people that have really, shouldered all the burden of some of the hard times, you are very, very, very appreciated and loved. And thank you for your partnerships. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for just being a part of something special. Because right now, the future, it's here. It's right now. So get out there and share. Get out there and activate. Get out there and enroll new business partners. Let's grow this. Let's make this GCN. Let's make GCN into the company that we wanted every other company that we've ever worked for, that we've ever been involved with. Let's make that the company that we wanted those companies to be. And it's up to us right now to do it. So with that, I'm saying good night. Ken, do you have anything to say?
Be the reason for the season. It's corny, but hey, you don't have to be the reason, man. Go out there and just what Coach Smith said, and make it happen. Make it happen, right? You have to defeat the comfort zone. So your comfort zone is holding you back from everything you ever wanted, and being comfortable is getting us nowhere. So we got to get a little uncomfortable, and really, it's going to be fun, because we're going to be doing this stuff together. We're going to be having a lot of fun. We need to mix it up this week. We need to be reaching out to each other and hashtagging each other and pulling, and we just need to be doing what we need to do, to make sure the momentum is there for this weekend, because it's going to be at a fever pitch Friday and Saturday. Trust me, and you want to make sure that you're out there and people are watching you like, ooh, what are they doing? Hashtag, what is that? Blah, 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 blah. You're doing pictures, you're putting audio, video, and all that content. They're going to be enrolling with you pretty soon. Trust me.
Just let them see what's going on, because they're going to want to be a part of this. I promise you. Because right now, hey, you've heard me say that before. You're in the right place before the right time. Well, guess what? That just changed. You're in the right place at the right time with the right team. Right. Boom.
Boom. Booyah.
Booyah. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Until next time.